Hey everyone, it's Richard Metal Fan here, bringing you guys an old school album review. And today we're going to be looking into this album's 20th anniversary, and it's from, in my opinion, one of the best black metal albums from all time, from one of the best black metal bands of all time. And as you can see by the title, well, it's hard to believe this album is 20 years old. This year we're going to be looking into Damned in Black by Immortal, the band's sixth album released on April 27th, 2000 through Osmose Productions. Now, this is, of course, the follow-up to their previous album, At the Heart of Winter, which I had reviewed about a year ago, which, in my opinion, is probably the best, my favorite black metal album of all time. But going from At the Heart of Winter to Damned in Black, I feel like this album is totally different. Well, Immortal are a black metal band, and there's no denying that. But I feel like they kind of like explore a lot more kind of like black and death metal sound, like a mixture of like death. You can definitely hear a somewhat death metal influences on here, mixed in with a little bit of like thrashiness vibe to it, kind of like how it was with At the Heart of Winter. But I feel like that album had like a lot of black metal and thrash influence in there. But I feel like they also had like slightly death metal right here. But like I said, was still black metal. It's still black metal band. Blech. Can't even speak today. Just vocally, and Abbott's just sounds really great. And as you can see, I have my copy signed by him. And just like his guitar playing is tight. Bass playing wise, this is the first album where they had the bass player is Kyria. I can never say his name. And drumming wise, I feel like Horg does a pretty solid job on the drums right here. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive into Damned by Black in track by track. Now this pretty much has 7 tracks, so it might be a shorter video, so let's just dive right into it. Now we start things off with the song Triumph, with after a few seconds worth of sort of like ambient sound effects, the guitars come roaring in with just like the first of like numerous catchy and annihilating riffs, and then seconds later the rest of the band tears it up roughly at light speed, and one of the fastest songs on here. And this shows that after sort of like the more laid back At the Heart of Winter, the previous album, Immortal still had it and just had not gone soft at all. And just a storm of drumming and those like thorny guitars really make this one stand out. Good way to start off this album. And then we go into Wrath from Above, and after sort of like an arresting intro that will get your head banging no matter what, another just furious just blast fest rears its ugly head. And only this tune just runs through all the tempos you can imagine, from like the retchingly slow to just blazingly fast, and everything all in between, and it's just perfectly structured here. Next song on the album is called Against the Tide in the Arctic World, which is riffness, and just like the riffs all is pretty much achieved here with sort of like the 3 of Abbath's riff in rapid succession. And I dare you to stop yourself from like air guitaring and flinging your hair in time with them. And then it's a slower but no less powerful tune that feels just like an unstoppable tank here. Then we go into My Dimension, and this is the classic example of sort of like icy violence with a lot of like blast beats, up-tempo, and truly cold old guitar sounds. And the few souls in this song are just great to fill the song with just another frozen violence for just its aggressive shredding. One of the best songs on here. And then we go into The Darkness That Embraced Me, which is mostly epic thanks to good presence, sort of like the keyboards and the excellent guitar work on the solid drum work. Great song. Next song on here is In Our Mystic Visions Blessed. And I feel like, in my opinion, this is pretty much one of Horg's best drumming on here. It just has like the most savage and merciless blast beats that show up in this one. And I pity just like the sound of the snare drum is just really just fucking sick. And just like the warp speed intro just like seeks into sort of like a mid-paced verse with sort of like its creepy calling riff that is just catchy as hell and just ends on a high, hard note. And then we close things off with the title track of the album, Damned in Black, and hell yeah. Another just tank crawling over just a rough terrain number featuring one of Abboth's just most urgent riffs just before the first chorus on here, and just like in my opinion, one of the best tune on the album for me. And how can sort of like an opening military cadence snare and high sliding riffs just not grab your attention? And the answer would probably be Damned in Black. Now overall, Damned in Black is another great album in Immortal's catalog. Like, I think just another classic in black metal, period. So if I have to give this album a score, I'm going to give Damned in Black by Immortal probably a 9 out of 10. It's a really, really good album. And if you, like I said, And I thought At the Heart of Winter was a really great album, but this is another one that is really great. So yeah, that's my review of Damned in Black by Immortal, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it, and I'll see you all in the next video. And as always, keep it metal.